Greetings guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and I am a professional intuitive empath as well as a published author and a chef and an all-around life path 3. So what I'm going to be talking to you today about is the chefing part of that whole spiel, which I still haven't gotten down quite yet. I've got to come up with something catchier. If you guys have any suggestions, leave it down in the comments below. But this is what I was kind of on my mind to bring to you here, is about the way that our friends are like seasonings. I was cooking a few weeks ago and this idea just popped into my head and I kind of fleshed it out. So I wanted to bring that to you and then maybe discuss with you why your friends are also like seasonings and how you can better utilize them in your life or know how to have more or less of them in order to enhance what's going on at that particular junction of your life. So I want to start out with, well, we'll just grab what's right here in front of me. Miss Old Bay. I have an Aquarius friend who is like Old Bay in that there is something essential about her and comforting, but it is very much a one-track energy that this Aquarius friend has in my life. She's super uber religious and Christian for that matter. So I grew up Pentecostal. So she really enhances for me the ability to explore and discuss things that were grounding foundational things for me. Even though I've unlearned a lot and gone through some unindoctrination regarding that in order to become the person I have been, there's something so lovely about connecting with her. Now the thing in here that I love really is the celery salt, and it is the primary it's the primary first ingredient, the celery salt in Old Bay. But what are we using Old Bay for? It's usually for seafood, maybe on chicken and poultry, maybe to enhance a dish, but it's usually for seafood that we're going to find Old Bay. That is my Aquarius friend. So it's a more one-track situation, and we kind of stay on the similar subject, but she still comes in handy. Now, this is a new seasoning that's come from Trader Joe's. Can you guys see that? I don't want to do like the weird beauty guru thing where they like hold up their hand. But this is a mushroom and company seasoning, and it provides umami. Now, my editor, who reads and proofs everything that I write and gets my life together, is umami. She is so culturally aware, and my culture too. She is not from my culture. She is a Caucasian woman, and she's probably the most woke person I know, meaning she is on top of Black history sometimes better than I am, and I adore her. But it's not a put on, it's real, it's authentic. She deeply cares about people, and she is an Aries. She's fiery, she knows what she wants to say, she's quick, she's smart, and one of the smartest people I know, and she makes my writing better. So I love her, and she adds depth and richness to my life so much. That is umami. So that is that friend and that seasoning. I have a friend who is a Capricorn, and my Cap is my everyday seasoning and my garlic powder. That Capricorn energy in my life, for all my Capricorns are this. My husband is a Capricorn as well. So that everyday seasoning, meaning garlic powder is not something that if it's not overused, you're not going to pick out of a dish and say, oh my gosh, there's garlic powder in here. But it is an essential thing that you want in any dish because it definitely adds another layer of depth and flavor. This everyday seasoning has things in it like mustard seeds, peppercorns, coriander, onion, paprika, chili pepper, and it is got so much flavor. And if you had nothing else, this is Capricorn love and energy right here, you could use this. That Capricorn female friend that I have anticipates my needs and is so practical, and she's like a thrift shopper, and she's always like, hey, I just found this jacket for you for $6. I adore her. I never ask her to do it. I will go and take her the money. I'll collect my things. Oops, we're having mic issues. I'll collect my things. But what else happens is that it's not that she's undetectable, but she's in unobtrusive in my life. She's there. She doesn't require too much. And she enjoys the time we spend together, and I feed into her. She feeds into me. And when I'm around her, it's like home. Everyday seasoning and garlic. That's my Capricorn energy, and those are my Capricorn friendly interactions. I have this seasoning that I really, really like. It's everything but the bagel. Now, this seasoning I attribute to a Taurus female friend of mine that, here's the thing about this. Guys, just bear with me. Everything but the bagel. So it has sesame seeds and it has salt and garlic, and it's like at the top of an everything bagel. But what's missing is the bagel, which is the substance. And this is meant in the best way. But that friend and I have very superficial conversations about pop culture, about what's going on with the zeitgeist. We are never talking about like deep political things. That is something I could do with my umami Aries seasoning. Okay, I just lost the seasoning, guys. That is something I could do with my umami and Aries seasoning. So that is not something I would do with my everything but the bagel. This is a topping. This is fun. This is more superficial. This is not something that you would season a whole dish with. This is something you add onto the top. It sparkles and shines and makes your dish pop. And that is that Taurus friend. She's so much fun for literally sparkly, shiny things. She's the person I'd go earring shopping with. She's the person that I would laugh about what's going on with pop celebrities and pop culture. That is this friend. Everything but the bagel. And sometimes you need that. You need everything but the bagel. I'm having a little hair thing here, guys. Okay. You know, if you ever have made a video and you know you see the crazy hair in the viewfinder, you're just doing everything you can to get it tamed. And I feel like there's one here. Got it. We're safe now. All right. So that's what's going on with everything but the bagel. All right. Let me go a little faster. I don't want to make this too long. Oh, I have one friend who's a Gemini, and she is adobo. She is also Spanish, coincidentally, and it's not stereotypical, but she is adobo in my life because she offers for me a different kind of cultural awareness. She gives me different cultural perspective. It's really nice to talk to her to understand how family works. I've learned so much about family. She's a fantastic mother and wife and been married for forever and ever, like quintessential idyllic story. And I just so enjoy her energy. We touch base, and she has that Gemini energy with me. She flits in and out of my life, and I love it, but it's always important and it's always authentic, and I appreciate that so much about her. Let's see what else we've got here. Ooh, I have one friend who is a Virgo, and she is my chili lime and my bold Mexican Rachel Ray spice. I love her so much. She's a choreographer. I had the privilege of going to see her choreograph The Color Purple in our town, and it was the first time it was ever put on, and I just cried buckets, y'all. I was so proud of her. She is a salsa dancer. She's a physical fitness trainer. She is a coach. She does boot camps. She does muscle fitness, like energy bodybuilding contests. Whenever I'm with her, I laugh with my mouth open. I laugh and enjoy life. And we don't get to spend a lot of time together because she lives far away, but we always connect, and she brightens up my life. She's my chili lime, and she's my Mexican. That's my Virgo. I have a friend that is Herbs de Provence. I love the seasoning. Oh my gosh, it's so good on eggs with a little bit of heavy cream. If you're keto, that's a great like baked egg recipe. Just a little bit of this and salt. You're living your best provincial life, okay? I've actually gone to Paris with this friend. So it's not that because of the Paris connection, but she is an Aquarius. She is a traveler. She's an adventurer. She really brings to me a humanitarian aspect about what's going on in the world and how to love the world, and she's an animal lover as well. So she just kind of enriches my life in a way that it's hard to explain, but there are so many wonderful things that happen because of her, and her energy is that of peace and of love and of unity. I have a friend that is total seasoning, y'all. She's Goya. This woman is a Pisces, and she's the friend that has everything. Meaning, if you're out and you're like, I need some toilet paper because we have to pee in the woods, she'll be like, I happen to have that in my purse. Or you're like, I need a hook because I need to attach it to my car to open a window, or I don't know what. She would happen to have it. She's the most resourceful person I have ever met. She also is another person that anticipates your needs, as Pisces will do. They're very good at figuring out what you need before you even do. And this is a friend that just has everything you need. She's a former carny. She's so interesting. I mean, grew up carny, like old school Florida carny, and I just adore her. So that is my total seasoning friend. I have a Taurus friend that is smoked paprika. Now this is in a different bottle because this Taurus friend is fun and funny and wise. He's kind of like an old Buddha, but he can be curmudgeonous and craggy, and he's so interesting, and he supports me so much. Here's the thing about Tauruses for my energy personally. Smoked paprika is a very strong seasoning. You will definitely notice it in a dish, and you need to use it sparingly if you're not used to that. It really provides that smoky grilled kind of flavor, but it's not something I use every day. But when I use it, it's powerful, and it shifts my whole dish, and it shifts the whole flavor profile. That is this Taurus friend who is priceless to me. Smoked paprika. All right, even though it says total seasoning, y'all, I repurposed the bottle. Don't mind the ghetto-ness. Then I want to come to, last but not least, the thing all of us should have in our cabinets: salt. Now here's the thing. I have lots of salt. I have lots of different kinds of salt. And the reason is because the salt represents my best friend, who is a Sagittarius. And sometimes she's seasoning salt, and what I love about this is it has nutmeg in it. Nutmeg reminds me of my mom and porridge simmering in the morning and comfort and warmth and everything good. And this is something that this best friend provides for me, is this energy sometimes. And sometimes she's fleur de sal, which I have in this beautiful jar. And this is deeply mineral rich. And it's what I use to season water for pasta if I'm cooking for my husband, or if I'm making some gluten-free gnocchi for myself. This is what I use to kind of make things really be deeply, richly salted, seasoned, and savory. It's a kind of amazing thing, and it's just something you should have, and it's a bit of a luxury, and sometimes that's how I feel about our relationship too. Then there's onion salt, because this is something I use every day. If you could see this bottle, it's almost empty, and that means that we're touching base on a regular basis, where the rest of these seasonings I'm using sporadically. This onion salt, it gets used every single day. Then there's Mexican salt, because sometimes she's a little spicy. The Sagittarius, if you know a Sag, you know they're spicy, and I adore that about her. And then there is the rock salt, which I love. Pink Himalayan rock salt that I keep, because sometimes she can be a little edgy and sharp too, but she also is beautiful. This is like art, you know, and she enriches my life. The thing about salt is that it enhances savory. It enhances sweet and baked goods. It's something you need. Every single sign has a cell salt. I'm going to be making a video and talking about that, which cell salt you need to enhance your life. And so what I want you to understand is that we all need salt. So I want to end this video asking you to find out who is the salt in your life. The other seasonings matter. You can't make a dish without the other seasonings, in moderation, each of them. But every day of your life, you need salt in some form. And so I want you to get in touch with the salt in your life and thank them for being that, because without it, your life would be bland and flavorless. And that's real talk. So that was a little fun thing that came to me, and I wanted to share it with you. Who are the seasonings in your life? What signs are they? Leave a comment below and come back, and we will continue to evolve together.